Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, your boy, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with reallifetrading.com. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastically phenomenal. Today's a big day for a lot of reasons. Big day in the market, elections are this week, and good Googa Mooga. The SPY gapped up massive. Not really shocking though, honestly. We did pull back to a nice healthy level, a level that I like a lot. We've been talking about this price range for a while now, mentioning that likely we would trade down into the 200 simple moving average. You'll notice here on 11/4, which is Friday, mentioned look for a quick bounce Monday or Tuesday. Anticipating that this pullback that we did get would be healthy, and if we pulled into the 200 simple moving average, we would bounce. Obviously, I didn't expect a bounce like we got today, but this is and will be for a while unequivocally a very strong bullish gap and go on the SPY. Now, I note that obviously the election might have some something to say about this, depending on who wins or who loses. But my thought process is, let's say tomorrow we got a small little another bullish candle tomorrow, something like that, and then on Wednesday morning we opened below the low of those candles. Obviously, that would be a very, very bearish gap. So I'm not saying that this is the time for everyone to start piling in, going long, hopping into call options for December, January, February, that kind of thing. However, it looks like it's going to be that time. We'll just have to see what the election does. So before I say, all right, guys, this is it. I told you, let's get in long, on the bounce, on the dip, coming into November, December, Santa Claus rally, all that good stuff. Let's see what the election can get us, and let's see what kind of news can transpire. Because realistically, even if something like this does occur, I heavily doubt that exact thing occurs because that would be too easy to make money. But if it did, let's keep an eye on it. If we do fill this gap and trade back down to the 208 area, let's look to buy the bounce. But for my option traders and day traders, got to give a shout out to Blaine, Sean Bennett, a few other traders out there who played the SPY bullishly. This is, of course, is not all the data on the SPY. TradingViews had some weird data issues today. But bottom line is, on the daily chart, if you hop into a 5-minute time frame on the SPY, you will see a 5-minute candle opened, nice little small black spinning top candle, and then once it broke that, it just absolutely rocketed. So there was a lot of really good trades. A few traders actually played Facebook a little bit bearish today, a few of the day traders for a little bit of money, because it was a white candle gapping up. So here's your white candle, there's the gap up, and of course your trade lower. It was a white candle gapping up, it was a retest gap. Dean has got himself a 116 put sale. Niels has a 115 put sale expiring in November. Dean's expires this Friday. And this 3 candlestick pattern here on Facebook is a morning star reversal pattern. There's a lot of morning star reversal patterns out there. A lot of really, really strong bullish gaps out there. I'm very excited to see how it continues into this week. But all I can say is, told you so. I did not think the market's going to go zero. Very phenomenal bullish gap out there in the market today. Excited to see how and if it does in fact continue. But Facebook, if it makes a higher high tomorrow, I mean, let the bullishness continue overall, and we'll just kind of have to see what happens, right? So I did get a few requests for today. Here's one stock that was requested by Kalish, which was Linden Club, ticker symbol LC. And a few of you guys know I've been keeping my eyes on this particular trade really since earnings. Big bearish gap way back in May 2016. As of right now, it stands that Linden Club had some pretty decent earnings. It did gap up, so I love the fact that it gapped above this resistance. This resistance I'm drawing is the high of that gap. And you can see that we traded right to the 200 simple moving average today. So realistically, we have ourselves some higher lows on Linden Club. There's our higher lows right there. You have some higher highs that are being made. My thought at this particular point in time as far as what exactly happens is Linden Club probably bounces off of the 200, does something like this for a month or two, maybe a little bit longer, but eventually continues a little bit higher. So here's your resistance that you traded into last time right there. You'll notice that was the resistance right there. Trade into that level, and from there, just, you know, rolled over. So at this point, we'll probably stay in that kind of congestion for a few more months, and then likely, I do think we break out a little bit as far as a covered call or something. If there's any premium in a $6.50 or $7 covered call for December or November, one could consider that for Linden Club. Overall, nice little bullish gap. and looking to see if it can really take out this high. Oops, sorry, let me delete that. Go over to this little mouse tool. Come up here on Lending Club and draw this over here, right about there. Once it can break out of that $6.50 region, I think $7, then ultimately $9 into 2017. Should be pretty easy on Lending Club, but let's just kind of be patient with it. Did get a request for some cannabis stocks. Finally someone just came out and did it. Here's CBIS, Cannabis Science. So this is one that does have a lot of volume. This is a very, very liquid stock. A lot, millions and millions of shares traded per day. And it's very, very cheap. Obviously a penny stock, only trading 6 cents per share. And at this particular point in time, my thought process is this is some kind of wave 4. 1, 2, 3, and you're looking at some kind of triangle pattern, which often is the case for a wave 4. Obviously, with something this cheap, just mitigate your risk. But since the volume is there, you really shouldn't have a problem getting in and getting out of this trade. Obviously, being only 6 cents, who knows what's possible, right? It's a very speculative trade, of course. This would not be something I would recommend for a long-term investment. But here's your exponential moving averages. As far as technical trading, if it pulls down to the 20 again, which would be about 4 cents, I'll be looking to buy it. And really, those are about the same with most of the other cannabis stocks, which is interesting because of the new election coming up, a potential new president coming up. Maybe there's some kind of medical marijuana or marijuana federal reform or something to that extent. Again, depends on who wins the election. But these could be stocks that you could keep your eyes on. Again, they are all penny stocks, but a lot of these stocks we're looking at right now, they do have good volume, which really is the key that you're looking for if you are looking to trade a marijuana penny stock, is the liquidity. So if they have really good liquidity, so you're able to get in and get out of a lot of shares, that's what you're going to be looking for. Here's another one, CNBX. Oops, I didn't type that in wrong. CNBX. So there you go. Another one that volume is, it's okay on this one. It's been really trading very, very sideways for a while, but has just broken out and is making some higher highs overall. So all of these, CBIS, CNBX, TRTC, they look like they have some good bullish edge to them. Look to buy the dip and just simply mitigate your risk accordingly if you are trading those. Let's go over here and look at Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Apple, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a short-term wave 4. And I think this 130 covered call for November will expire worthless since it expires in 2 weeks. Dividends have been paid out for those who own shares. I really like this fib and this bounce off of the 108.77 level. This is a nice morning star on Apple, and my analysis on Apple, it should be a little bit bullish this week. So keep your eyes on a level that this price point down here should be the buy low, sell high standpoint on Apple. Great little morning star reversal pattern here, and here's your long-term moving averages. We haven't quite traded into the 100 yet, but looks like we're bouncing off of that. Adrian's got a 112 put sale, Neil's got a 106 put sale, and that one's just doing its thing. Google today bounced off very nicely, up 2.6% off of the 100 simple moving average, making that 775, 770 bull put spread for November on Google all the much better. Amazon today, an amazing bullish gap and go, right? Had a very strong bearish candle yesterday being Friday. Bearish candle, today was a strong bullish gap and go. Obviously a really good bullish opportunity for the day traders out there as well on Amazon. Silver today and gold down a little bit, but nothing too wild, right? So here's my analysis back on silver. The last time I was talking about it and mentioned, hey guys, it's at the 200. You got two hammer-ish candles back to back on the 6th and the 7th of October. So if you're looking at going long down here, this is and appears to be a very, very strong level to go long. Ladies and gentlemen, my thoughts on the market at this particular point in time. This very well might be the bounce that I was wanting, expecting, drawing, anticipating, and mentioning for the last few weeks or months, pulling into October, November, saying, hey guys, buy the dip, buy low, sell high. I'm going to wait until really the election at the end of this week before I put a stamp on that and get some official trade setups and see what's going on. If you're looking at trading over the elections, just be very, very cautious if you're trading directionally. Make sure you know what your risk is. A lot of traders are being very cautious with their credit spreads. Some traders are getting into some reverse condors. I'll probably post some information on that in a little bit in the afternoon trading room. We'll talk about that, honestly, just a little bit longer. But regardless, as far as what it is that you're looking at, just simply keep in mind, be cautious, be patient, let this week go through. There's going to be some crazy gaps, more than likely, either up or down. And just don't think that, oh, the market can't go down here by this particular time. With this kind of election, I think it absolutely could. So just if you're doing a credit spread or naked options over the indices, just be very, very careful with that. Otherwise, directional options are probably a good way to play them. Knowing what your risk is when you buy that actual option and just kind of playing it both sides, or just totally waiting. Let's see what this week brings us, and let's see what we can do some trade setups later this week or next week. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys rock. Thanks so much for watching this real life stock review. And just remember, if you guys have any requests, that's what I do. I take your requests. You can email me anytime, jeremy@reallifetrading.com. You can post on the comment section below. You can message me on Twitter, @MeSomeNuggets, but I'm happy to look at your requests and analyze the stocks that you guys want me to analyze. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are amazing. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.